Still going. Sometime later. We'll come to the end sooner or later. I hope. Hello everybody, Kevin here, headed back out on the Long Lake after taking my buddy Joe home. He had some family stuff to deal with. I'm getting back out for the last 4 days, see if we can catch some pike. Right now, I got some paddling to do. I'm getting a late start. 10:30 in the morning, I'm finally getting on the water. See how far I can get. Hopefully the wind won't be too bad. It sure was rough when Joe and I went out. We had some bad weather. It was quite a bit to deal with. It kept us in camp most of the time. Oh, that wind is starting to come up. Well, that bad weather kept us in camp most of the time, but I did get out a couple of times to fish. Not much action. We didn't get down to where the pike usually hang out because of the bad weather. I hooked into 2 bass, but they both got off, and that was that. It was still fun. Now I'm heading out. We're going to see if we can get down and catch us some pike. Come on along if you want. Oh my, that was a hard paddle. Wind is really wailing out there, but I got myself a good campsite for tonight. Get up on out of here. Oh, the water feels nice. Definitely going swimming tonight. Okay, she's out. can. Kev's Can Cave. Wow, here I am. Up in the Adirondacks. Just walking around. It's a windy day. I'm bumming at camp. Just checking things out. And look what I found. Let's see what this is. Imported. For last opening, also out bottom lid up. That don't make sense. I'm reading it wrong. Primrose. Primrose. Copenhagen, Denmark. Wow. Let's see, I can read some stuff here. Oh, slices of bacon. Right there. Something and bake in minutes without crispiness. Oh, make a casserole with this beer. Oh, Kev's Can Cave. What do you think? Primrose. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna put it back and just like I found it and let it live the rest of its life there. Hey Kev, that was pretty cool. Let me know if you know anything about Primrose beer from Copenhagen. So, when you travel to the Adirondack, when you paddle the Adirondacks, there are primitive campsites and there are lean-tos. Today, I have a lean-to. Show you the life of an Adirondack paddler. Sitting here, got everything ready. That's my meager firewood pile. Up here, the rule is if it's standing, dead or alive, you can't touch it. If it's on the ground, you can burn it. And there's really not much, but enough to have a good fire. I've got mine all ready to go. I'm just starting dinner on my Coleman propane stove. And then just get things ready. I'm having bacon cheeseburgers tonight on jalapeno cheddar bread with a tiny bit of ketchup. My favorite hot sauce, truff. This stuff is amazing. Truff, love it. I'm not a spokesman. Shout out to Carleen at Arcade Junction. It's a real cool place. I sell a few things there. And if you're ever in the arcade area, it's a great place to stop if you like looking for things, stuff, old treasures, anything. You can find it there. And this is pretty much it. Let me flip my bacon. Put my burger on. That's right. I'm going for 2. A little salt, a little pepper. I like a lot of pepper. So, while the burgers are cooking, I got something to show everybody. In these lean-tos, you can usually find a logbook. Each of these lean-tos have a name and a caretaker. Oh, yeah, it's a long way. This is Catlin Bay, the Catlin Bay lean-to. And the caretaker of this lean-to is Bill Clements. He wrote a little page here for everybody. Pretty neat. Lots of cool things in here. The Sawyer family. He's got a YouTube channel, Stone Fishing. And this is his bride-to-be. Pretty cool. Some kids, there's a lot of kids writing in here. Loco Wild was here. On Lake 2023, Flanagan's 1993. Flanagan family. Some kids writing again. Lots of kids in here. Let's go Buffalo. These guys are cool. These are my neighbors. Eric, Tim, Carl, and Baker. 10:22. Looks like Baker's playing the guitar and Carl's drinking a beer. Lots of cool stuff in here. Oh, here's a family, the Browns from Georgia. Third night of our 100-mile paddle. All the way from Georgia. Well, it's a little bit longer than 100 miles. But they came here all the way from Georgia. Looks like, oops, here comes the wind. Strong breeze, no bugs. That's how it is today. So, I guess I'm gonna sign the logbook tomorrow morning when I leave. Let me flip my burgers, and then I'll be right back to you, Kev, at Kev's Can Cave. Oh, they're looking good. Okay, Kev, here we go. Round 2. Apparently, a lot of beer was drunk in the Adirondacks for a long, long time. I'm keeping up the tradition. Oh, that's so good. So, what I found up in here. Looked up in here and there's a little dish. And inside it, there's an old beer bottle. Now, I don't know much about this stuff. Oh, it's a long way down. But there's nothing on this. Oh, nope, there is. No deposit, no return. Not to be refilled. And then the number 69 on the bottom. What do you think, Kev? Is that like a Ballantyne's or a Schmidt's? I don't know much about them. So I found that up there. Put this back. Right where it belongs. What do you think, Kev? Well, guess what? Round 3. Told you a lot of beer was drunk in the Adirondacks for a long, long time. Look at this thing up here. Oh, dropped it. Here we go again. Oh, it's a long way down. I think I told you. Wow. Look at this thing, Kev. I can just make it out. It says Royal Crown. Or most of it says there. Got a seam. Oh, it was definitely drunk. Somebody up here enjoyed it. Oh, there you go, Kev. I wouldn't have thunk it, would have you? Just plain old Chuck. You'd love this thing, I know. It's electronic ignition. It's the first time I used it is today. And I know you'd like it, Chuck, because I bought it at a yard sale for $5. And the guy said he just wanted to get rid of it. Give it to somebody to use it. So I hooked it up. Oops. There we go. I was turning it the wrong way. Fires right up. That one was going a bit too. Yep, there we go. $5, Chuck. Hope you liked it. Woodcraft by Nesmunk. George Washington Sears. It's an Adirondack classic. Starts out chapter 1, overwork and recreation. It does not need that Herbert Spencer should cross an ocean and tell us that we are an overworked nation, that our hair turns gray 10 years earlier than an Englishman's, or that we have had somewhat too much of the gospel of work. And it is now time to preach the gospel of relaxation. And this has been the first Nesmunk moment. Nesmunk moment number 2. Speaking of cooking utensils. It is not necessary to take table cutlery into the woods. A good fork may be improvised from a beech or birch stick and half of a freshwater mussel shell with a split stick by way of handle makes an excellent spoon. Sunset at a Native American marker tree in New York's Adirondack State Park. I don't think anybody knows this tree is here. It's an older tree, and the ground is eroded underneath. Once stood straight up and pointed right into the setting sun. That was bent over when it was a sapling, pointing directly west. It's pointing directly west into the setting sun. It's a pretty cool find. I'm kind of excited about it. Steve Clegg over at Clegg's Adventures, I know you're finding all sorts of really cool Indian artifacts. Have you ever found one of these? I'm surprised I did. You know, it's pretty cool. I'll show you the alignment. The soil is eroded away over the years, but if you look straight up from the roots where it would have been growing like this, lines right up the setting sun.